Alright. Hey everybody, it's Maya here, back with the Regular People podcast, where we are basically highlighting life stories of regular people to show that we're not really ordinary at all, and that we all go through different walks of life that make us who we are, whether they're good or bad. So today we are going to explore Myron. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Good, I'm doing good. So before we get started, I like to start with an icebreaker. So the question is, okay, you get to pick which one you want to do. What is your dream job, or what is one thing that annoys you the most?
Well, I'm gonna have to go with noise, to be honest, because I ain't never really ever had like a dream job. I was just been kind of going with the flow. But yeah, what's the most annoying thing to me? I mean, I get annoyed, but I'm pretty much a joyful person. I smile a lot, try to enjoy life. What annoyed me, I'm about to say, what annoyed me is that I think how this world works and how people think and how common sense ain't common.
That's right. Yeah.
That's one thing that annoys me, because people, I tend to think that a lot of people think like me, but it don't work that way.
It don't, and it really don't. But I agree with that. But one of the things that annoy me the most is when people stare. Like, I hate that. Mm-hmm. If you're gonna stare, like, say something.
Yeah. It's like a simple "Hey, how you doing?"
Right.
Won't suffice. Like.
Right. Exactly that. And I don't like when people just, like, you know how friend groups, they get around each other and just want to talk shit about everybody that they know.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I'll walk out, or I'll just be quiet.
Yeah.
All right. So that was good. The first question I have for you is, who are you to the outside world? Like, how do people, when they look at Myron, what do you think they see?
What do people
or
see?
Say?
Or say when they think of me? I mean, I'm a good person. You know, I don't do nobody no wrong. You know, like I said, I bring the fun. You know, I like to laugh, so that's all I do. You know, so you know, like I said, I bring the fun. I be turned. I do my thing. You know, I be doing what I do.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a good persona.
Yeah, I got a very great persona, actually. Not to be cocky, but yeah.
I agree with that. And who are you to yourself? Like, how do you view yourself?
I don't know.
You do that.
Inside, I'm a big kid. You know, like I said, I'm still discovering stuff that I really didn't even get to pay attention to when I was a kid, because I was focused on all types of other stuff, trying to grow up too fast.
Yeah,
you know?
That's a good point, and stuff you didn't really pay attention to.
Yeah,
because like
I sit down and watch some cartoons now, because back in the day, I was watching Skinamax.
Stuff you were supposed to watch.
Exactly.
That's funny. Because I agree with that. Like, I didn't really start trying to figure out who I was, like, until now, because like, I've been so used to, I feel like I was people pleasing, trying to be, you know, good. My mom trying to do good in school, but it's like everybody, when they see me, like, I start doing all other type of stuff, so they're like, okay, so that's probably mine, you know. But I get that. So what was your childhood like?
It was great. I mean, I don't got no complaints. I live a happy life for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's always some sad parts to life, but other than that, you know, we're family.
Yeah,
it's great. We have a big family. We're very close knit.
Yeah.
So it's not like there's never no downtime.
Yeah.
You know.
And you grew up with siblings, so there's
always
something going on.
It's always something. Siblings and everything. Yeah.
Y'all know how that
Lots
goes.
of cousins.
Right. Yep. This is my cousin, by the way. You know, getting a family on the show first, so people can want to come on. All right. So, what is one of the most prominent turning points in your life? Because, in my opinion, I feel like we have many. We go through many turning points. But what do you think is like one of the most prominent ones for you that you can think of?
For me, I would think it would be 2018. I lost a family member, and it was just in a way that doesn't sit right for me. and it kind of changed me for what I with path I was going in, you know, and I just wanted to be, I figured I was becoming a sad, depressed person when I wanted to be happy, so it changed a lot. It changed a lot. I went through my moments, had my times, but I
So
work.
like,
It's always good to work through things.
Yeah. So what are some ways you worked through, whether they were good or bad? Like how did you get? Or I know you're probably still going through it, but what are the things that you're doing to like keep your mind where it need to be?
I mean, like I said, I just enjoy life regardless. So like I said, it's always gonna be down times in life, but you just gotta keep the joy inside. Just like I said, I got my vices, the things I like to do. I like to drink, and I like to smoke.
Regular stuff.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
As long as you don't do it too in an unhealthy way.
Yeah.
It can be sometimes.
So I'm about to say
you gotta have a checkmate.
Yeah.
To tell you about yourself.
Oh yeah, no, I don't. No, it's not healthy or nothing like that. It's just as needed. As needed.
Okay, I get that. All right, so with that being said, what is one of the most valuable life lessons you've learned, and like how did you learn that?
I mean, growing up as a kid, I learned expectations ain't nothing but a letdown waiting to happen. Whether it was something big, something small, I learned early that I can't expect from people because it's not always the same. I don't always everything. Yeah, it's not always what you expect. It's never going to be what you expect. I've always thought the worst. I expect the worst. So anything else that I get is good regardless.
So what do you think made you have that outlook? Like, I'm gonna think the worst.
Like I said, it could be the little things or the big things.
So you don't be disappointed.
Exactly. My dad used to tell us he was gonna come scoop us from my grandma's house. We get off the bus from school, grandma's house. He'd be like, "I'm on the way, 10 minutes up the street." Wouldn't see him for 2 hours. That type of stuff right there let me know, like, all right, let me not expect that type of stuff, whether it's, like I said, whether it's big or small. I just wanted to go and play the game, but like I said, it's, big or small, it just taught me, that, you can't really expect things to go your way all the time.
You gotta take stuff for what it is.
Take it for what it is. That's why I always been a go with the flow type.
That's a good trait. That's a good trait. All right. Walk me through a memorable moment in your life that changed you as a person.
I done had lots of memorable moments in my life. I have been all over the world. I was about to say we haven't been a lot of places like as a family, so those memories live like in basically like the favorite file in my mind. It's always a family reunion or something. But I think
that changed you.
That changed me.
It changed you in a good way or a bad way.
Like I said, death always is gonna play its toll on you, and you never know how you're gonna come out of it on the other end. I feel like I've gained some bad things from death, but I also feel like I've gained some good things. As far as like ways of thinking and ways of taking things, because I have actually experienced a lot more death, than I would say the average person have. Because our family is so big, and we have a lot of older people that people pass away. But because we're close, it still hurt, But yeah, I feel like death has changed me to basically just kind of live in the moment, like with death happening as it does. It just motivates me to just kind of live my life for what it's gonna be.
Okay. All right. So this is the last question. First I want to say I thank you for being vulnerable. Tell us, because a lot of people don't like to talk about that type of stuff, and a lot of people go through it. So I know a lot of people can relate, and that's what I want for this show. All right. So what makes you different from the rest of the world? This is the last question, so you can take as much time as you need.
What makes me different?
Because I know we all can feel like we all just the same, a little ant in the world, but we literally are all important in some way. So what makes you different?
I think what makes me different is because in the world that we live in today, I don't feel like it's a lot of people who promote peace and stuff like that. I'm not saying that I necessarily do promote peace, which I do. I mean, I promote peace, but there's an edge to everything. But I just feel like my way of thinking is different. I mean, I feel like I think different than the average person because of the way I was raised. It's an average. Like I said, I had an average childhood. It's not nothing too specific, nothing too, but certain things play toes in certain ways. So, like I said, I think I'm just different because of the way I think, Yeah.
Okay. So your experiences basically.
I was about to say my experiences make me a lot different than the average person. I feel.
Okay, that's understandable. All right, and that's it. So thank you for coming on the show.
You're welcome. I was happy. I was actually like 2 days before you asked me to come on the show, I was thinking because I had seen you had posted with Tia. I was like, I want to do that. I would like to do it. I wonder if I can get on there. And you texted me and asked me. I was like, yeah.
And I feel like more people, like, when I do everybody the first time, I feel like they're going to be real surface level, whatever. And then I feel like when people get more comfortable, see, like, all the other stories that are being shared, people are going to come back. Just because, like, it's a platform you get to talk about you, and a lot of people, they don't care about you. And that's just what it is.
Exactly. So I'm about to say, every person don't care about your story. It's just, tolerate it.
Right. Until you get some money or do something wild, that's when they want to know.
Yeah.
But we should want to know now. Alright, so that's it. Thank y'all for watching. Please go watch the old video or the other videos, and we'll have more for y'all next Monday. Thank you. Bye.